My name is Jumpy and I am a Rhodesian Ridgeback. I come from the sun-scorched lands where the horizon dances in the heat, where the savannas of Zimbabwe, once called Rhodesia, stretched out like oceans of gold. Long before we talked about borders, long before maps came to carve up the dust of the world, there were the Khoikhoi, the people of the Cape. They, the first, lived with dogs with a strange ridge that grew backwards, as if the wind itself had left its mark on their backs. Then came the European settlers. We are in the 17th century, in the lands of the Cape of Good Hope, in southern Africa. The men arrive with their greyhounds, their mastiffs, their hunting dogs, their mastiffs, their bloodhounds. They come with their habits, their battles, their beliefs. And there, in the middle of the plains, something happens. A mix, an encounter, a silent pact between survival, instinct, and need. Later, around 1879, a missionary named Charles Helm brought 2 ridged females to Bulawayo. I'm often told this part. The hunter Cornelius van Rooyen sees them, observes their endurance, their courage, their intelligence. So he crosses them with the dogs he uses to track lions. Not to kill them. We were not born to kill kings. We were born to hold. To hold the line, to face, to look the shadow in the eyes and say not one step further. This is where I take shape, where my breed becomes a living legend. A dog that runs for a long time, that doesn't give in, that protects, that watches, that feels the world's heartbeat even before it speaks. In 1922, a man named Francis Richard Barnes in Bulawayo writes the first standard for my breed. He says what a Ridgeback should be. Strong but not heavy, lean but not fragile. Calm but ready. Dignified always. I'm called the lion dog. Some say it as if it's a feat, but I carry it as a responsibility. I've never needed to roar. My presence is enough. I carry this ridge on my back, this straight line, like a memory. It is my story. It is the mark of my ancestors, of my red earth, of the dry dust of Matabele land, the whisper of acacias, the cry of birds at twilight. I was born to protect without violence, to observe without fear. To love without depending. I am bound to my family by a silent thread, an oath made of glances, of breath, and of shared steps. And now I am here, under this arch of yellow stone, bathed in ivy and silence. Surrounded by steel statues that bear witness to the passing of time. I am Jumpy. I am the memory of a vast continent, of a long history, of an ancient dignity. And as long as I stand, as long as my paws touch the earth, as long as my gaze meets yours, I will never let the world frighten you. I am not here to roar, I am here to hold the line. Like my ancestors, as always.